contrasting styles of these two teams are what's going to make this game fun.
And they've had some excellent games. I mean, some of the really close and tight fought games are between these two teams.
This is going to be a fun one here this afternoon. Derrick, bring it down the house! Great ball movement from the Lady Panthers.
That was nice.
Rivaldo can just do so many things. It's so athletic.
You mentioned earlier in the game, Pat, how you really like this freshman. I can see why.
The Brighton Bengals are the Division II state champions. Hello, Boston. Welcome to Madison Park High School in Roxbury for the 2018 Girls Boston City League Basketball Championship. Tonight, the New Mission Titans will be taking on the Fenway Panthers. Hello, everybody. I'm Pat Flaherty, joined by my partner, as always, Alan Platt. And Alan, for the 2018 Girls City Championship, you can go 18, 17, 16.
I was just
it really doesn't matter what year it is.
You
It's
can
New
save
Mission
that
and
open
Fenway.
and use it the last few years, right?
Yeah, we're going to put that one in the archives because we're probably going to use it again and again and again. These two programs have been the cream of the crop in the Girls City League here in Boston, and I think it's because of the coaching. The two coaches
No doubt.
understand.
There's no doubt about that. It's a good point because I was looking at the rosters. Each of these teams only have 3 seniors.
Right.
And they have very familiar names to us. We've seen them all through their middle school and high school careers. But you're right. The coaches have been around a long time. John Rice, of course, far more veteran coach than Mitchell Hercule. But Mitchell's done a good job over at New Mission. And I tell you, these are the cream of the crop of the City League. No surprise they're here again. They played a regular season game about 10 days ago. Right. But here they are after working their way through the first 2 rounds, or the first round actually, of the second round of the city championships. Here they are to get their springboard from here to the state tournament.
That's right. They're back at it again here in 2018. We'll start with the Fenway Panthers, who have probably been the best team on the girls' side here in the city. They lost to New Mission last year, so they have a bad taste in their mouth when it comes to the city championship. But one of the players who sort of changed her role, she used to be a point guard, now she's more of a shooting guard, that's Natalie David. She had a very good game yesterday in the city semifinals.
Well, Natalie's a smart player, and Coach Rice really depends on her a lot to keep things calm on the floor, both on offense and defense. Like you said, she did change her role a little bit. She shoots a lot more this year. Before, she was a distributor, and she would sort of pick and choose her spots to shoot the ball. But this year, she's looked a lot more to score.
No question. She can knock down that outside shot probably better than anybody on the Fenway Panthers squad. Meanwhile, on the other side for New Mission, their spotlight player tonight is going to be their sophomore point guard, Jashari Green, who Coach Mitchell said he wanted her to kind of get going this season. She's a good scorer, and she's our spotlight player tonight, and she really can do it all.
Well, she's very young, but as you can see, she has nice long arms. That's some of her shooting range. Last year as a freshman, she actually had a good game. So you can see why Coach Hercule for New Mission wants to depend on her a lot, even though she is only a sophomore. But like I said, there's only 3 seniors on the team, so the sophomores and juniors have to step up and do a lot of the work.
No question. Jashari taking over the point guard spot this year after Tanasia Drayson had it for so long for the New Mission Titans. She had 15 points yesterday in the semifinals, all in the first half for this New Mission team in their win over O'Brien. So she is somebody who is going to be stirring the drink of this New Mission offense here this afternoon. Now, for more on this game, let's go to our sideline reporter, Seth Orensky, who's got an update for us. Seth, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. The last time these two teams met, it was just 9 days ago. This Fenway team took a 9-point victory thanks to their dominance down low. Miara Carter, 11 points, double-digit rebounds as well. Fenway's going to look to continue to do that. On the other side, New Mission head coach Mitchell Hercule said, we really can't combat Fenway down low. We're going to struggle on the boards. We're going to struggle to slow down their 2 bigs. What they can do is speed up the pace. They're going to look to push in transition. They're going to look to turn the ball over, and they're going to hope that their guards are a little less unselfish, too much passing the ball in the pass games. They're going to look for them, once they get an open shot, to actually take it rather than to continue to pass up open looks for an even better look. We'll see how it works out for both of these sides right now.
Thanks very much, Seth. And we are set to go here at the Girls City Championship. And Fenway controls the opening tap. Shania Tarver straight to the goal. Can't score off the window. Cara there for the putback for the Panthers.
That's the size right off the bat. Ricardo with the offensive rebound and putback.
Fenway in the black uniforms, yellow trim. New Mission in the white uniforms, blue trim. There's Jashari Green double teamed at the top of the key. And it's poked away by Carter, and here comes Tarver again. He's got Colby Upchurch out on the break. She gets the basket and the foul.
Yeah, push from behind for no reason. But again, defense, turnovers. Fenway forced a lot of turnovers in their win.
Here are the starters for New Mission: Green, Surratt, Young, Drayton, and Keno. And for Fenway, it's Upchurch, David, Tarver, Gully, and Carter.
Fast start for Fenway.
And Upchurch banks it home for the free throw. So 5-0 lead here to start things off for Fenway. Drayton now trying to force it inside. It's blocked by Carter. And we got a foul in the backcourt. And I believe it's going to be on Gonzalez.
Yeah, a little shaky start for New Mission. They're going to go right to the bench immediately.
Matea Young going to come in for New Mission.
Yeah, Matea's one of the 3 seniors on the New Mission team.
Yeah, when I saw their starters yesterday at the semifinals, I was surprised that Matea and also Kiara Surratt didn't start for this team. Kiara, actually this year, was coming off an ACL tear from last season, so I think it's taken her a little while to sort of get going so far in 2018. Good post up by Gully.
Going to be a foul on Young.
Yep,
Will reach in.
So Gully will head to the free throw line. Gully knocks down the first. Janaya just a sophomore, so I mentioned both these teams having young players, and you see the foul on Young. Gully knocks down both. You got Gully, a sophomore, very good player. Jashari Green, a sophomore, very good player. So, like we said, these two teams
this might just keep on going. Exactly.
7-0 run to start off the game for Fenway. Matea Young travels with the basketball, and Coach Hercule wants a timeout.
His girls, for some reason, are coming out very shaky. Just wants to, I think the timeout just calm him down. There's not a whole lot he can say that he didn't already say in the pregame. So
sure. We'll see what New Mission talks about here in their timeout. Seth Thorensky, our sideline reporter, has an update. Seth?
Thanks, guys. Going back to that last matchup, both teams were out without one of their better senior guards. On the Fenway side, Shania Tarver, a player that John Rice described as the player that he would least like to have miss a game. She's so good at so many different things that it's great to have her back in the lineup. On the other side for Mitchell Hercule, no Kiara Surratt. She's coming off the bench today, is yet to be inserted. Not only is she instant offense, but she's a little bit of a more mature player. They have so many freshmen and sophomores on this team that really they rely on Kiara Surratt and Matea Young to provide a veteran presence and be one of their top scorers. We'll see how that works out, as it's been a very slow start thus far for New Mission.
Thanks very much, Seth, and we'll see if Kiara comes in. I mean, when you're down 7-0 and Fenway has the ball.
And he's second.
You know, Kiara's the last one on the bench right next to the assistant coach for New Mission.
One of the other things about Kiara Surratt, she tends to get a lot of foul trouble early, so it may not be a bad idea to let her sort of get a feel of how the game's going before she steps in. Very aggressive player. 1-2-2 little zone action, trying to get a steal, and there it is.
Here comes Matea Young, very quick in the open floor. Acrobatic shot, no good. Tarver with the rebound for Fenway.
Travel violation on Tarver.
She got caught in the air trying to make that pass.
Good double team that time as Ashley Surratt helped out.
Ashley Surratt with the pull-up jumper, no good. Carter quickly out to David, but it's stolen away by Gonzalez. Drayton, no good on the jumper. posting up Drayton. Miara, beautiful move, gets the basket and the foul.
That was nice. Little shoulder shimmy. She's really come a long way.
She really has. You see the really nice move from Carter. I remember when she was that freshman on the team that went all the way to the state championship. And yeah, right. More of just a shot blocker and a rebounder, but she's become that total post player for Fenway. Not able to hit the free throw. Still a 9-0 run here to start things off for Fenway, and that's almost another turnover for New Mission. Good swing over to Ashley Surratt, and she cannot hit the three. Trying to get it inside the gully, and Janaya not hitting. Carter called for the reach over. Skip pass over to Gonzalez. Top to Green. This is where Green.
That's what Green can do, exactly. Once she gets a step in the lane, she can make it all the way to the hoop with just one more step.
Breaks the ice there for New Mission. Took them 3 minutes and 44 seconds to score their first basket. And now Coach Rice wants a timeout. 5:07 left to go here in the first quarter.
I really think all he wants to do is go over and remind his team how to play that trap, because he wants to prevent Green from getting the ball back like she did with some open floor to go right to the hoop. I really think he wants other players besides Green to get open shots.
Saw what Green did on those highlights from yesterday.
Well, she scored like all her points in the first half.
Right.
So she can be explosive. Has a very deceiving type of move, is because she's so long that she's actually making progress and making distance, but it looks like she's in slow motion.
Sure.
And good hands, nice shot, really smooth.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of players like that. They're not incredibly quick, but they move a long distance in a short amount of time because of that length.
Let's watch this. See, Carter, watch the shoulder. Watch her shoulders. Boom, boom. There you go.
That was like a
grabs. Yeah.
Hakeem the Dream shake.
I was going to say a little shoulder shake there, right? So
that
now you have New Mission bringing some more size in.
Yeah, Winikino back in for.
Yes, he's back in to go against Carter.
The Titans. Yeah, Green playing down low against Gully. Nice give and go to Colby Upchurch.
Yeah, New Mission just broke down right up top. Now let's see how New Mission wants to attack this trap. They're back in a 3, like a 3-2, with Carver, who's their best defender, up top. And the Mission's problem right now is they're not swinging the ball quick enough.
Tell you, Young on the drive. She gets her shot deflected. Ball gets poked around, and it'll go back to Fenway.
I think this man-to-man defense is an attempt to get the New Mission girls just back into the game.
Natalie David firing up a 3 and hitting.
That's what we talked about. I mean, she, like I said, the last couple of seasons, she was more of a selective shooter. This year, she's a prime offensive player for them.
Yeah, last year as a sophomore, she had to take over the point guard spot. This year, more of a shooting guard. Now it's Tarver with the steal. Up to Upchurch. Colby inside to Carter again.
And the Mission needs Surratt in the game right away. Really.
Carter on the drive, and she was fouled down near the block.
see again Carter going to a left. Those long strides make a big. Long strides a lot of times can make up for a lack of quickness. And in her case, she has both a quick first step and she has that stride to get herself to the rim.
Carter knocks down the first. There's Kiara Surratt now in for the Titans.
So now it's going to be tough for Fenway to try to stay in that trap at the top of the key because Surratt can go to a wing, she can shoot, or she can just drive to the hoop.
Carter no good on the second. Kino comes away with the rebound for New Mission. 13-point lead here for Fenway. 3:20 left to go in the first quarter. Give it go, Green. She'll get 2 free throws.
Yeah, as soon as Surratt steps on the floor, she makes something happen. Comes to the high post and finds her teammate Green slicing to the basket.
Second, Jashari Green, shoot 2 foul shots.
Shari knocks down the first. You see Coach Mitch Hercule.
Long face for now, but it's only the first quarter. So he has a chance to bounce back. Coaches hate these kind of bad starts, though.
Oh, no question. But you play as Green knocks down the second free throw. You plan to do all these things to start off the game, and then you got to throw that out the window
right away. That's right.
And you see Surratt scrambling for the loose ball. Now New Mission with a turnover. A chance to cut the lead to single digits. Ashley Surratt steps into a 3. That one no good.
That's one of the few open shots they've really had. Staying in the straight man defense. Sophomore Ashley Surratt going to get called for a hold.
Our second, team 6.
David fires again and hits it again. She gets that shot off quick.
Both of them, nothing but net. But now it's a quick man-to-man defense from the Fenway. A little bit of a weave. This should give Green a chance to get to the basket.
Good look from Surratt, but it was stolen away by Tarver. Will be Upchurch with an open 3. Tarver there for the rebound and the putback for Fenway.
Fenway is just quicker to the ball. They're all over the place. I mean, like, there's a missed shot. You see Tarver. We talked about her. Again, one of the seniors on this team. Plays position well.
He's already got some rebounds, assists, and a couple of steals to go along with that basket. Does Shania and Fenway with a 16-point lead to start off this first quarter. And you look at this Fenway team, and they're just so complete. They have guards who can shoot. They have guards who can penetrate. They have post players who can score. You got Tarver who can do basically a little bit of everything. And then you got a couple of players off the bench that can fill some roles for you.
And like you just said, yeah, Natalie just hitting 2 big threes, right? That always helps. So it's you're right. John Rice, and I like the way he switched his defenses up 3 times already here in the first quarter, just to confuse the much younger or the younger New Mission players. I think Kiara Surratt coming in for New Mission might be able to get them a little bit of an offensive spot.
Right now, looking at Ashley Surratt, she is very frustrated that she has not been able to knock down any shots.
She's the youngest. She's what, a sophomore?
Just a sophomore. She had an outstanding freshman season last year. See if New Mission can try to cut this lead down before the end of the quarter as Green again gets fouled going to the basket.
She's trying to drive baseline. And well, one of the other problems for the Mission, they already have 16 fouls. I mean, they can't afford to keep pushing and reaching and putting Fenway in the free throw line.
And Green hits the first. No good on the second. Carter with the rebound, almost stolen away by Matea Young.
Yeah, Young's trying to get some spark into the defense for the Mission. Down 15.
Three ball on the way and no good. But the putback from Tarver, also no good. Winnie Keno coming down with the rebound. You know, Winnie's one of the...
Well, I see Winnie, that's a good rebound for her because she was a little tentative to start the game. That's why she sat down early. But now that she's back in it, had a little physical play. She knows she has the tough job of tough assignment of guarding Tarver underneath. Trying to get some open floor for Green.
Surrett back to Green. Open three for Jashara. It's no good. Hits the guide wire. That's going to go to Fenway.
You watch the body language of the new Mission girls, and you can see a lot of frustration early. And I think during the timeout, so Mitchell just reminded them it's only the first quarter.
Inside to Carter. Good finish down low.
Yeah, somehow Winnie Canoe got turned around and just sort of left Carter with an open layup.
Carter now with 7 points for the Fenway Panthers. Surrett on the drive,
nice
and
play.
she scores
nice
off
finish.
the window.
Yeah.
See if that gets her going. Good swing, David for three. That time she couldn't put it home. Rebound, and Carter can't put it back up and in. Keno out to Matea Young. Matea very quick.
Yeah.
Couldn't hit the layup. And now it's Fenway with a chance for a basket before the end of the quarter. Back up top to Tarver. Shania gets fouled with 0.9 seconds left before the end of the quarter.
That's on one of the Surrett sisters, not sure which one. Like you said, tough play. They were trying to play for the last shot, so they bailed it out like that.
It's tough to say this when you're playing the game too, but Tarver was kind of leaning back, and it was a tough shot for Tarver.
Very tough
at the end
shot.
of the quarter there.
But you lose track of time. You know
Sure.
it's winding down, but you just don't know if they have enough time to get it off or not.
She doesn't hit the second. And that is going to do it for the first quarter here at the 2018 Girls BPS City Championship. The Fenway Panthers with a dominating first quarter thanks to Natalie David's three-point shooting. They're on top, 23-7. We'll be right back in the second quarter.
Red shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, oops. Yellow pants, red pants, green pants, oops.
Welcome back to Madison Park High School at the 2018 Girls Boston City League Basketball City Championship. And the Fenway Panthers lead the New Mission Titans 23-7. Just ready to start the second quarter here on Game of the Week. You want to follow us on social media, folks? You can certainly follow us on Facebook. Search for Game of the Week in Boston on Facebook. A lot of good pictures, videos, updates. Like us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. If you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Here you see head coach John Rice, who's got a bunch of city championships to his name, both at Jeremiah Burke High School and now here at Fenway. Mission trying to get something going offensively. Back to Ashley Surratt, another three for her, and it's off the mark. Steal by Drayton. She can't put it back up and in, and then Gully gets fouled.
Yeah, all these fouls are going to put Fenway back to the free throw line. This could be this could be a difficult second quarter for New Mission if they can't make some of these shots and they keep reaching in defensively.
And New Mission's always been that sort of scrappy,
right? And now that they've
aggressive defensive team,
they've dug this huge hole for themselves in the first quarter. They've got to be aggressive to try to attempt to come back.
So Janiyah Gully, the sophomore forward for Fenway, now at the free throw line. Cannot hit the front end of the 1-and-1s. Kiara Surratt with the rebound for New Mission. Green, with their eyes towards the rim, cannot hit that layup, and here comes Gully.
Well, they forced it to her left, which is her weaker side.
Gully gets it poked away off the spin move. Up to Ashley Surratt, blocked by Janiyah Gully. Church over to David, trying to get it inside to Tarver.
They travel on Natalie,
Natalie.
while she was making that pass.
Check out this block.
Wow. Yeah, Gully, again, she's a sophomore. Gets a lot of playing time.
Yeah, Coach Rice is looking to another couple of years of good play from her. As there you see Kiara Surratt, the senior, finishing inside.
Look at a nice bounce pass from Green. Green will be very effective if she can get the ball inside the foul line, but Fenway's done a really good job keeping her near the top of the key. And the Mission's going to seek out these mismatches.
2 seconds left on the shot clock. It's Tarver who gets fouled just before the shot clock expires. So once again, New Mission bailing out the Panthers.
Watch the action.
I looked like it was all ball there by Kiara Surratt. Mentioned the foul trouble there for that Kiara often gets in. I think she's got 2 now here in the first half. And Tarver buries the first. Second free throw is good for Tarver, and she'll head to the bench as Miara Carter comes back in for Fenway. Surratt, no good on the pull-up jumper. And Deja Thornton comes away with the rebound. Thornton now going all the way to the rim, and that's an offensive foul.
Good job by Kiara to set herself. She saw a strong drive coming. You see the replay. Player control. The defensive length of Fenway is really creating a problem for the mission.
That'll stay with the Mission Titans.
New mission ball.
Tyler coming right back in.
Natalie David going to get a breather for Fenway.
Natalie David.
5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Kiara Surratt going to have to punch to Shari Green. Corner 3. She buries it for New Mission.
Good shot by Shari. And more important because, like you said, the end of the shot clock.
13-point lead now for Fenway. Thornton had an open look. Now it's Tarver short with the runner. Young on the drive. Now it's Colby Upchurch out on the fast break. And that's going to be a foul on New Mission as Ali Bonilla.
See a strong drive, Upchurch.
Off of the bump.
Yeah, Bonilla just caught the backcourt pretty much by herself.
Upchurch to shoot 2.
Upchurch, no good on the first free throw. Jayla Gonzalez coming back in for the Titans. Upchurch no good in the second. Carter with the rebound.
The held ball just going to stay with Fenway.
Substitution for Fenway as Janai Gully heads to the bench.
Cynthia White in for Fenway.
Tarver for 3. Rayla Gonzalez over to her sister Ayla, but the shot is deflected. Midway through the second quarter, here it's Fenway with a 13-point lead over the New Mission Titans. Another steal here for New Mission. Gonzalez on the drive, can't get it to go. Poked away by Carter. Here comes Upchurch, scoring the layup for Fenway.
Yeah, Fenway is just far more comfortable out there. Meanwhile, because of some of the bench players are out there for New Mission, they're a little shaky.
Green with another open look, that time well off the mark.
Yeah, Carter giving you some defensive pressure.
Try to feed it inside.
White.
Cynthia White with the
bench.
bucket over the top. And Gonzalez. Call for traveling. Kiara Surratt coming back in for New Mission. Matea Young going to head to the bench. And Tara Bernard going to come in, the senior center for New Mission.
All Fenway as they from the opening tap. Whether they jump out 9-0.
Carter trying to feed it inside to White, but it's stolen away by New Mission. Here comes Surrett. Now it's Green who sees an opening. Jashari can't get the basket.
That's the key.
Two more free throws.
The Mission girls have got to find a way to get the ball to Green so she can, again, get below the free throw line. She'll either get that floater of hers or she'll draw a foul. She just seems to a lot of times get lost when it's scrambled, and when she goes to the baseline, she pretty much gets sealed off.
First free throw good from Green. Is Jashari Green. She's got 10 points of the 14 total points for New Mission. Gully back in, trying to get it inside to White. Janai Gully gonna line up a three. Surrett.
Good play. That's. The New Mission's got to create some more pace. That's the problem. They sort of most of the half they've been standing around, and unless they're able to free up Green to get to the basket, I mean that's one thing about that Kiara will do. Sometimes she forces the action, but in this situation, they've got to be able to get something going.
She misses another free throw. Natalie David
checks back in the Fenway lineup.
Back in for Fenway.
Replacing Shania Tarver. One foul shot remaining for PR Surrett.
Surrett no good on the second. Cynthia White trying to save the rebound, and then it's Gully who corrals it for Fenway.
It's going to be double bonus now for Gully. That's saying, see, New Mission got in so much foul trouble early in the first quarter. They had 6 fouls in the team fouls in the first quarter. So here they are giving up double bonus.
And still battling uphill are the New Mission Titans. Gully hits the first. 2 for 2 from the line is Janaya Gully. Fenway now with a 17-point lead here with about 2 minutes left before halftime. Bonilla for three. Carter comes down with it for Fenway.
Yeah, Fenway, see Fenway much more comfortable, much more balanced. Looking for the shot they want. It's going to be a foul on White underneath. She shoved the New Mission player under the basket. Bernard, watch the top of your screen. You'll see Cynthia White trying to clear up some space.
Good swing over to Gonzalez. Now back to Bonilla, who fires up another three. David wide open, and then it's White who can't get the putback. Here comes Bonilla streaking down the sideline. Surrett with a three. Shots just aren't falling right now for New Mission. Good hustle by Carter, but it's going to stay with the Titans.
I tell you right, none of the outside shots. I think Green made one earlier. So now Ashley Surratt's going to come back in. She's one of their better outside shooters.
Taya Young now coming back in as well. So the mission going small here, trying to use that quickness of theirs before halftime. Gonzalez. Carter, mid-range jumper, no good. Here comes Young. Now it's Ashley Surratt. Still unable to find her stroke. Green up top. No good for New Mission. Kobe Upchurch. We can get a bucket before halftime. Gully no good on the three. Natalie David with the jumper, no good. Now it's Surratt, who's got a wide open sister, but not enough time on the clock. So Fenway with a dominating first half here in the girls' 2018 Boston City Championship. They lead the New Mission Titans 31-14. And Fenway basically just did whatever they wanted there in the first half. They went to the basket, they fed their bigs, they knocked down threes, they drove out on the fast break. I mean, what did Fenway do?
Well, coming into the game at the open, we talked about the height advantage for Fenway, and they just started out that way. We went inside to Carter. Gully got a couple of touches inside. They started out with that quick lead, forced New Mission to change their defense, go to their bench early because there's foul trouble for New Mission. So I tell you, New Mission's got to figure out a way to change this pace of this game.
No question. Certainly not the way they want it to be after that sluggish start there in the first half. Their head coach, Mitchell Hercules, is down with our sideline reporter, Seth Orensky. Seth, take it away.
Coach, you knew that this was going to be a difficult game and that they were going to get that early punch. Your team struggled to get the counter punch. How do you send a positive message to this group with so much time left in this game?
We've always been in holes, and we've always come back. Look for a second half comeback from us. Our young girls just got to face up and shoot the basketball with confidence. Nothing's falling right now. Hopefully we get a lucky hoop the second half. Just keep shooting and getting back on defense. We got to tag the shooters. We're getting killed, giving up shots without hands up, and then second shot. So it's tough, man, but we've done it before.
It seems like their length is affecting you just as much on the offensive end as the defensive end. Are you happy with the shots that you're taking at this point, or do you need to maybe be more aggressive?
No, we're rushing shots. And the shots that we're getting, we're not shooting with confidence. So we got to get a little bit better ball movement. We got to get them cutting a little bit faster and harder with purpose. And then we'll get the defense moving, then we'll get some shots in.
Thanks for taking the time, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Guys, take it away.
Thanks very much, Seth. And Coach Hercules got to be disappointed with the first half, but you know, he did show some confidence that we've done this before.
He could have been sitting here with us. He's saying the same thing we're saying, right?
No question.
Yeah, shooting with lack of confidence, rushing your shots, not putting your hands up on defense. All those things lead to a huge deficit at halftime.
That's exactly what we saw from New Mission in the first half. We'll see if when they switch hoops, like we've seen so many times before, if they can maybe knock. That's right. That's right. Tech Boston shot a little bit better when they switched it around. New Mission trailing Fenway here at the half at the Girls City Championship. Folks, we're going to have to break. When we come back, we will have the start of the second half here at Madison Park High School on Game of the Week right after these words. Don't go away.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Got a quarter?
Welcome back to Madison Park High School in Roxbury. And we're at the half here at the 2018 Girls BPS City League Basketball Championship. Fenway Panthers lead the New Mission Titans by 17, and right now Fenway's just having their way, doing basically whatever they want. We're going to take a look at the halftime stats here at the city championship, and first up, it's the New Mission Titans.
Really struggling. Kyrie Green, 10 points, and she's the leading scorer as expected, but even with the 10 points, she's having a hard time really getting good shots. Surrett with two points. Meanwhile, rebounds, Canoe doing a good job with 4 rebounds. Surrett came in with, Ashley Surrett that is, with 2 rebounds, but you see that last column tells the whole story. Just 1 assist from Gonzalez and 1 from Surrett. They're not really moving the ball that well, and they're not finding open teammates for really good shots, and that's what Mitchell Herkley was saying to Seth, that they're forcing the shots and they're shooting with no confidence.
No question. Seems like every shot is just contested or not in the flow of the offense. Let's take a look at the Fenway stats here.
Oh, Fenway, they're spread around. Upchurch and Carter both with 7. You have Carter, as expected, 11 rebounds in that first half. Tarver, chipped in with 6 rebounds. Then you have 3 assists from the center, Carter, and 3 from Tarver, like you call it, the all-around player, right? Does a little bit of everything.
Sure. Yeah, Shania Tarver and Carter filling up the stat sheet there for the Fenway Panthers here at the half. And we're going to get some halftime highlights here of Miara Carter, who had a very good first half for Fenway, especially inside.
Well, it's one thing to be tall, but it's something else to know how to use that height. Then you see her, like you said, we can remember her as a freshman. That's the move of the half right there. that
was beautiful.
With the and one. Remember her as a freshman all the way through. Now she's a senior. The way she's developed over this past 3 seasons has been a lot of fun to watch.
No question. She's getting it done here as a senior in the 2018 Girls BPS City Championship here for the Fenway Panthers. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we'll have the start of the 3rd quarter here from Madison Park High School at the City Championships here on Game of the Week. Right after these words, make sure you stick around.
We just finished dinner and it was time for homework. He hates homework.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how he finds anything in his backpack.
I can't find my backpack.
I couldn't even read his handwriting.
Holding the pencil makes my hand hurt.
I know he's bright.
Why is it so hard for me?
He's just gotta try a little harder.
I can.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Welcome back to Madison Park High School in Roxbury for the 2018 Girls BPS City Championship. Fenway Panthers lead the New Mission Titans 31-14. We're just about ready to start the 3rd quarter here on Game of the Week. Fenway with a 17-point lead. And we mentioned in the open that New Mission beat Fenway here last year in the city championship. Fenway then went on to beat New Mission in the sectional final. So the seesaw of this rivalry continues to go up and down on both sides.
It really does. But tonight, it's been all Fenway. And New Mission, I really think they have to change the pace of the game.
Keno inside. Winnie cannot convert.
That's one of their best offensive sets for it in the half court.
Ashley Surratt with the rebound. Now it's Young to the basket. Boy, your New Mission, you just had 2 point-blank opportunities. They weren't going down. You couldn't hit shots in the first half.
The frustration continues, but they've got to feel good today. Like I said, in the first 10 seconds, they got their best opportunity in the half-court set.
Fenway now with the shot clock down to 6. Upchurch looking inside for Gully. Over to Carter. Nice set there as Carter.
Gully made the play because even though the shot clock was running out, she still didn't force the shot. She found Carter cutting.
Fenway now with 6 players who have at least 1 assist. And that just tells you how they're spreading the ball around offensively. Scramble for the ball now. Tarver comes away with it.
That's
Natalie
great.
David up to Carter for the lefty lay-in. Carter now with 4 quick points to start off the 3rd quarter. Miara now with 11 total points. She leads all scorers. Shari Green had that open 3. Now it's Young trying to go to the basket again. And this time Matea scored. That's her game right there.
A good hustle by Matea.
Matea's first basket of the evening. And now it's Natalie David. Going way too long, but the putback from Carter.
See, when things are going well, I mean, that's you shoot an air ball, but because you shoot it over the hoop, your teammate gets a wide open layup. If that hit any part of the rim, it would have bounced over Carter's head.
Green picks up her dribble, and now here comes Tarver off the steal. Another missed layup. Upchurch no good on the putback. David trying to grab the loose ball, and the jump ball will go.
Timeout first to New Mission.
Yeah, the Titans starting to see this thing roll down the hill and snowball into now a 21-point lead for Fenway. You saw
slip sliding away, right?
You saw Carter have a very good first half, 7 points, but did a lot of different things. She comes out and scores 6 quick ones here. Start the third.
And again, it's all about feeling comfortable. I mean, you're not seeing any forced shots by Fenway at all. I mean, they're not making all those shots, they're missing some shots, but even the misses. Carter got one of her hoops by just being around as his teammates shot an air ball.
You did see, as you mentioned, Alan, you saw a little bit better offensive execution for the New Mission Titans.
Oh, definitely. The frustration continues because, the ball's going to bounce a certain way. There's no guarantee. Just because you run a play right, that it's going to go in.
I wonder with New Mission, and obviously Jashari Green is probably the one player that's scoring the ball right now. You got to think the two seniors, Mattea Young and Kiara Surratt, are the ones that sort of have to take the bull by the horns here and get things going for them.
The other problem the Mission has, they were forced to go man-to-man early because they had such a huge deficit.
Carter with another nice move inside, but couldn't finish that one. Gully with the rebound. Putback no good. Carter there for the putback.
Just too big inside. If it's not Gully, it's Carter.
Carter's got all 8 points for Fenway with 3 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. $15 points and 15 boards for the Fenway center. Surratt stops and pops with a block by Gully. Boy, her length is just...
it's actually deceiving. I mean, when you look at her, she looks tall, but she has good timing. Surratt really thought she had an open shot.
Upchurch inside to David, and she gets fouled.
Yeah, the Mission just really seems uncomfortable in this man-to-man. I don't know if they're I'm not sure if they played a lot or not, but they're almost like they're like a half step or a step behind each play. And here comes I think Ashley's that's her fourth personal foul. So they got fouled. I mean, the Mission has foul trouble. They can't make shots, and the height and the ball movement really of Fenway is just dominating the game. I tell you, I didn't expect this at all. I mean, they played a week and a half ago, and Fenway won that game, I think either 8 or 9 points. But like you said, it's sort of a seesaw going back to last season. You go back to last, city championship and the state tournament, and it seemed that it was a lot more even than this, but Fenway is just taking control of this one.
Get it inside to Young. Mattea squeezes that one home. And you mentioned their meeting back on February 13th, so that was just over a week ago. Fenway defeated New Mission 54-45, so a close game. Gonzalez looking inside to Drayton. Gonzalez gets it back. Now it's up to Young. Mattea going to be called for extra steps. We mentioned that game just over a week ago. Miara Carter had 11 points and 10 rebounds to lead Fenway, but Ashley Surratt had 16 points for New Mission.
And that's missing tonight, right.
If you couple what Surratt can do with what Jashari Green's done tonight, and it's another nice move from Carter.
She's having a quarter, isn't she?
17 points now for Miara Carter. 10 here in the third. Young unable to convert there. She had an open lane. Now it's inside to Green. Jashari scores inside.
It's just tough in the Mission because Fenway can They're content to, take the air out of the ball.
Another nice move from Carter. Couldn't quite convert on that one.
I'm surprised that didn't go in. See, everything else he's put up has been falling for her.
They're trying to get it to Carter. Colby Upchurch with the good D. Drayton with a double dribble. Gully inside to White. Cynthia White scores off the backboard. Everything is working right now for the Fenway Panthers.
Yeah, it's really just as simple as that. I mean, you talk about getting ready for the state tournament. I mean, a game like this, John Rice is just going to hope they don't go in overconfident.
Right.
Because it's, you're right, everything's just working for them.
Both these teams know, here you see the replay where Surratt gets
she
fouled.
lowered their shoulders. See, if she just kept going straight, she actually had a nice move. Could have drawn a blocking foul, but she lowered the shoulder.
Both these teams know once they get into the state tournament, no matter how well you do in the North, you know what's coming in the South.
That's right. Oh yeah.
The Cathedral Panthers, who have won the last 2 state championships and had their way last year with Fenway in the state semifinals.
Yeah, that Cathedral girls team is, you talk about a team, it's like a machine.
Fenway takes a timeout, 1:58 left to go here in the third quarter. Fenway Panthers, a 25-point lead here in the 2018 Girls City Championship. They've been one of the top teams in the city all season long. Our sideline reporter, Seth Orensky's got an update for us. Seth, what's happening?
Guys, this is John Rice's 20th city final championship game. He said he's looking for win number 18. Of course, last year, a rare loss, and he said that it's good to have a rivalry like this against New Mission, where every game comes down to the wire, potentially again today, but it helps them as a program. Having good competition in the city, like Fenway and like Cathedral, who doesn't play in the Boston City League, helps all of these teams continue to have success because there's only so many games that they can schedule outside the city. Really appreciates this rivalry, and he hopes that Fenway and New Michigan can continue to be some of the top programs in the state going forward. Guys?
Thanks very much, Seth. And anytime you talk to Coach Rice, when he goes up against New Mission, he always says, I don't care what our records are, I don't care where we are, whether it's the cities, the regular season, the state championship, something weird always happens in the game.
There's a lot of emotion involved.
And it's never, he never takes them for granted. Out of the timeout, New Mission with another turnover as Upchurch gets it to Thornton, and Deja cannot get the basket, but she will get a couple of free throws.
Yeah, Bonilla trying to angle her off on that one. Watch Deja finish this off. It's Bonilla, a little bit of a bump. You mentioned Cathedral, and they actually beat Mission pretty badly earlier this season. But
yeah, we were actually supposed to cover that game that was originally scheduled for
that's right, the very first game, right? Yeah.
January 5th. And then we got that monster snowstorm. Wiped out our coverage. They had to play a little bit later in the year. It's going to be a New Mission Cathedral boys-girls doubleheader as Thornton knocks down the second.
They had a chance to see the boys team. Matter of fact, the game I saw them play, they lost a tough game to Brighton right at the end. They were behind Brighton the entire game, came all the way back, took a lead. Nice play by Green.
Yeah, Green gets the basket and the harm.
But, so you're right, both Cathedral on the boys' side and the girls' side. Watch, everything with her is inside the foul line. If she gets 1 foot inside the foul line, something good's going to happen.
Right.
If she has a dribble alive, she's definitely going to score. She has the length, and like you said, she's only a sophomore. So she's, I think she's, I think she's going to grow a lot more because her brother is huge. She's like 6'5". So.
And she'll be fun to watch over the next couple of seasons.
No doubt. I mean, depending on who comes back for next season with her. Right now, she's handling the ball, but she can do some other things if any other point guard emerges for New Mission.
Inside to White, off the pass from Upchurch.
That's the 3rd time. The thing about White, she keeps the ball high, goes right to the box on the backboard. Nothing fancy at all.
Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. New Mission, or Fenway rather, in full command on top of New Mission. Green gets the pass inside to Gonzalez. White with the rebound for Fenway.
These some important minutes for White because, like you said, gets to state tournament, sees some unfamiliar teams. If one of the big girls for one of the big starters for Fenway gets in foul trouble, a player like White can come off the bench with her size. You see Natalie David on a post-up. You don't see it too often, but took advantage of it.
Natalie David now with 10 points for Fenway. You see Surrett trying to go baseline. And that goes out of bounds. It'll stay with New Mission. Tay Young going to come back in for the Titans. Surrett, short on the floater, gets her own rebound. No good on the putback. And that has been the story for the New Mission Titans.
I'll tell you exactly. That last 5 seconds is a capsule of the whole game. I mean, they missed 3-point black layups.
No question. It's been a tough road here for New Mission. Fenway cruising on top 50-23. We'll be right back with the 4th after this.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Welcome back to Madison Park High School in Roxbury for the girls' 2018 Boston City Championship. Folks, you want to follow us on social media, you can search for Game of the Week here in Boston on Facebook. A lot of good links, videos, updates, a lot of good stuff up there. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. Just about ready to start the 4th quarter here at the 2018 Girls City Championship. Fenway with a 27-point lead over the New Mission Titans.
Full command, huh? I mean, it's from the open tap. You start out 9-0, and you're playing good defense, and you're doing it. It's pretty simple, actually. They start going inside, steal, couldn't control it.
Deja Thornton with a good hustle. And this hasn't been the case over the last few years between these two teams in the city championship. They've been 2-point, 3-point games.
Well, I mean, really tightly competitive, you're right.
Surrett gets it stolen away by David inside to Upchurch. And on it goes here for Fenway. Another bad turnover there for the Titans. Thornton got it poked away. Here comes Surrett off the steal.
Well, like we mentioned before, Ashley Surrett's a sophomore. She'll be back, obviously. And it's there are only 3 seniors on both teams. I mean, Matea Young's a senior, and along with Tara Bernard and Kiara Surrett, 3 seniors from New Mission. So you can look for them to taking a loss like this is tough, but in a lot of situations it ends up being more of an emotional learning experience. If you think back to it, you think, boy, I played in front of that big crowd. I couldn't make any shots. We're getting beat. Step slow. So that sort of makes you work hard when you're doing your training.
3 no good again off the back rim for Ashley Surrett, who has just really struggled offensively tonight. Thornton
the travel there.
Took an extra step on that one.
She had time to bounce it, but they did. Actually, give a little bit of a credit to Drayton because she hustled, it made Thornton think she just had to put it up.
Jashari Green on the drive.
I'm telling you, next time I see her, I'm going to tell the exact same thing. You got to understand the way you play. As long as you have the dribble and get below the foul line, you're going to create something because the defenders just can't stay with you. So it's either a foul or a lane to the basket. In this case, 2 free throws.
And we also saw her earlier in the first half. Defense collapsed on her when she got below the foul line. She dumped it down to one of her teammates.
Couldn't make it.
Right.
No, it's just been a tough shooting night all around for the Mission. Even Kiara, I mean, she actually shoots better than this. So I mean, she made a 3 earlier, I know that, but she shoots. She usually makes all her free throws.
Drayton almost coming away with the steal, but it'll go out of bounds. One player you got to feel for a little bit here is Kiara Surrett. I mean, this is her last, as a senior, this is her last city championship. Set out a lot of last season because of that
injury,
torn ACL, missed the entire state tournament. And she's just, it seems like she's just not quite herself right now, just because of the lack of playing time she's had this season.
No, you're right. That's a good point because always been a fiery player. We first saw her at BNBO.
That's right.
There's 3 of the sisters, right? Yeah, there's 3 of them. She was, and she was like in the middle. We saw her. She was always
we saw her in the middle school championships
diving on the floor and scoring hoops. And so you're right. To have her senior year go like this, but again, the state tournament is looming.
Sure.
Chance to, make some noise there. Nice strong drive by Matea Young again.
Young, that time, is able to score inside. Another senior for New Mission. Certainly didn't want her last city championship to go this way. Although we say that, and there's all these other seniors, all these other schools that have never been to the city championship.
Right.
So, sometimes you look at it, you're disappointed, but you're also spoiled sometimes when you're there so much. Nice pass inside from Gully to Carter.
When you have big players with good hands who are unselfish, you could do a lot of different things.
Young. And Matea gets fouled. She'll go back to the free throw line. Matea has never been afraid of that contact.
Oh, no. Even going back to middle school, like you mentioned before.
Young knocks down that first free throw. No good on the second. Sullivan trying to feed Carter again inside. Or Thornton, rather, trying to feed Carter inside. Young again, straight towards the bucket, and she'll get a couple more from the strike.
Yeah, all her energy is going to keep going to the basket. She knows the clock's going to stop every time she shoots free throws. A little out of control that time, but they bailed out with the contact.
We mentioned New Mission. Well, I mentioned both these teams heading to the state tournament. New Mission with a 14-4 record. Be 14-5 after this game. I mean, they should get a decent seed, probably a top 5 seed in their bracket.
You're right. And Fenway will be, what, 16-2 after this? Or yeah.
They'll be 17-2 actually after this one.
Okay.
So they'll probably have a 2 or 3 seed in their bracket, I would think. Good look inside as Drayton cannot convert. Kino there for the putback.
Yeah, between games, we had a chance to talk to Bruce DeSilva, the Fenway boys coach, showing some of the excitement of what the tournament action presents. He's going to drive out to the MIAA to get his seating.
He's getting the place is going to be locked. He's going to be waiting there, trying to bang on the door, trying to get in.
We saw his team earlier this season. They're a nice team.
They have several guys who can get it done. We actually missed one of their
one of the top scorers.
Who should be back.
Their team is actually somewhat similar to the Tech Boston team we saw. Not a whole lot of size, but a lot of scramble, a lot of defensive pressure, a lot of turnovers to score.
I'll tell you, Young with a fancy finish. She's not packing it in just yet in her last city championship.
She's having a strong finish.
All her 11 points now in the second half. And you mentioned that Fenway boys team. It is so much fun to watch Devontae Sweatman in that point guard.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this Fenway team. Oh, nice block there by Green. They're going to whistle her for the foul. This Fenway team is just so unselfish, though. They don't really have like that #1 scorer.
That's what I was going to say. That's what makes them not really need one, because you see the contact on the arm. But when you don't have a dominant scorer, a lot of times coaches will say, listen, the more you move the ball around, someone's going to score, because we're going to have guys open or girls open that the other team won't know who to go to. They can't double team. Like tonight's different. You have Green, who Fenway obviously leans toward and then double teams. But when you don't have that, Fenway, like we saw in the first half, Natalie dropped 2 big threes. That took the lead from like 9 to 13. I'm sorry, 9 to 15.
Right.
All right, and then all of a sudden, you're in full
everything
control.
snowballed. Right.
And people ask me all the time, why don't Boston teams do better in the state tournament? I said, well, when you really look at it, I mean, first of all, it's a lot of teams. And percentage-wise, Boston probably has won its share of championship. It just seems like, because when you're only focused on Boston teams and you don't really see a lot of the other teams in other regions, you just don't assume that they're as good as they really are. Like you said, Tech Boston with their first loss to Franklin. Yeah, I mean, Franklin's a good team.
Right. I mean,
they got a big scorer. Right. The kid Edgehill's a big scorer. So, and during the state tournament, you're going to run into teams like that. You got on the boys' side, you're going to run into bigger teams, just taller, inside players. On the girls' side, you're going to run into a lot of speedy backcourt players and just outright shooters. So it's a tough road.
You see Surratt with the block. speaking of that, with the city teams and winning the state tournament, or how well they do in the state tournament too. I mean, you almost got to look at the city league as just one league. So if you took you know, the Hockomock League, which Franklin is in, and you say how many of those teams have won the state championship or gone far in the state tournament, it's probably about the same amount.
That's a good example. That's a good example.
And you look on the boys' side, and you know, Brighton's won a couple, and New Mission's won a handful. So,
yeah, I think
over the past decade, those guys have done a nice job.
I think they've done their fair share. You're right, and it's just one of those situations where I think that the state tournament is a big deal, and so when families, you know, sort of try to follow the teams, and they see, and they go to these strange gyms because supposedly, you know, after the second round, everything's neutral.
Yeah, right? In quotations.
So you end up, and the fact is, it's when you're playing in new gyms, and uncomfortable gyms, it's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah, that's often where we do see some of the city team struggles when they do have to travel well outside the city to play a game. I mean, you know, we've covered games where, you know, one of these teams is going all the way up to Tewksbury to play a team
we did that a couple
plays
of
up
years.
north.
That's right.
We're like, you know, this is a neutral site. That is a very nice gym, by the way.
Very good. It's like a college gym.
Oh yeah, they did a great job there at Tewksbury High. You know, with high school kids too traveling, it's just got to be a coach's nightmare too. Getting everybody on the bus. Everybody's got to, you know.
There you go. You know, some of those details. You'd be surprised some of the stories you hear over the course of the years.
Like some of the kids, you got to tell them you can't take the T to Tewksbury.
No,
you got to make sure you're on the bus with everybody else.
I tell you, the
or
coaches.
one kid forgets their shoes. You know, one kid forgets their jersey.
It's funny. A few years ago, one of the coaches told me, you know, when I look at the state seedings, a lot of times I look at the location before I look at the opponent.
Right. Or the record, right. The madness will begin next week. We'll try to follow as many games as we can up until the sectional finals. It's going to be a double dribble. Melissa Barros. Flores now in for Kiara Surratt here with 1.5 minutes left to go. Flores wasting no time. She's going to go to the free throw line.
The free throw line, you're right. You see Flores just came off the bench, try to split the defenders, and was able to squeeze a shot up.
And you look at this New Mission roster, they have 7 sophomores on this team. Couple that with 4 freshmen.
Well, again,
you got a bunch of players next year.
The biggest question is, are all these girls going to stay with it and just continue their interest in basketball? It seems that on the boys' side, it's more of an automatic. If you have varsity sophomores, they can't wait to become juniors and seniors. Right? Whereas, you know, it's not quite as guaranteed on the girls' side. But you know, you always talk about New Mission as a program. New Mission probably is one of the ones that develops their girls. And like you said, with the sophomores, they have a lot to work with. It's just a matter of, you know, getting experience. Like I said, emotionally, this kind of game, if you're ever going to have a reason to work hard, this kind of game is it.
One minute to go here in the 2018 Girls City Championship. As this one has been decided for about at least a quarter and a half, I'd say. That burst from Carter to start off the third quarter there, where she scored 6 or 8 points, I think, to
wrap
start off
things
the
up.
quarter.
Oh, yeah.
That pretty much sealed it there. Runner that time, no good. Flores now fighting for the loose ball, and that'll go back to Fenway. So the Fenway Panthers avenge their loss from last season. They are the 2018 Girls Boston City League champions. Number 18 for John Rice as a head coach. Fenway wins 59-35, and really it was never in doubt. And as we mentioned, kind of was sealed early in the third quarter there.
I'll tell you, well, even before that, in the first half, once you got to 10, New Mission never got below 10. Yeah.
Right. So certainly a great performance by the center, Miara Carter. A lot of good players on this Fenway team. Had some nice nights. Natalie David shot it well from 3. So a lot of players were able to get it done here tonight for the Fenway Panthers. They are your 2018 Girls BPS City Basketball champions. Folks, we're going to head to break. When we come back, we will have our Game of the Week MVP and our final stats here from Madison Park High School right after these words. Don't go away.
When I was 6, my days were spent playing basketball. When I was 6, my dream was to make it to the NBA. When I was 6, my mom had a stroke.
I'm Paul George, and I want you to spot a stroke fast.
F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911.
Protect the ones you love.
Spot a stroke fast.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
They said I have troll teeth.
That my voice sounded like a possessed baby doll.
That no one would ever love someone as stupid as me.
That I was fat, ugly.
Disgusting.
The effect of bullying is potent.
We will no longer be the silent majority.
Now, when you see online bullying, there's something you can do about it.
We're gonna take action with the I.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness.
I am a witness, and so are you.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help, I made it.
Got a quarter?
Thank you. You got a king?
Go fish. In your face, in your face.
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can stop to make sure someone is okay.
We can warn someone when their drink isn't safe.
And disrupt the situation. We can.
Get someone a cab.
Or walk them home safely.
We can make campuses safer for our friends.
Our roommates.
Our classmates. Our fellow human beings.
We cannot be bystanders.
We can. Intervene.
It's on us. All of us.
Learn how and take the pledge at itsonus.org.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Getting that college education. What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else? Or will you dare do something different? Like be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills. The smarts? Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget. That'd be cool. Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself? What are you gonna make of me?
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. You're gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
With the groove, show proof, keep it smooth as I bust the move. Where you step in swiftly, with me keep up. If not, just stop, pop a squat, put your feet up, read up, pay attention, listen to the melody. Remember what you heard, got my words to the spell of me. Top notch, got them all jumping like hopscotch, jumping rope like double dutch in the air. Show me what you got, keep it hot like the heater. You thinking you a treat, cause you're sweet, but I'm sweeter. Leader of the pack, cause they all stay behind me. I'm old school, you don't skip tracks, you rewind me.
appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Marie, you have prediabetes.
Prediabetes? I don't have time to eat right or exercise. I'm a busy mom.
Oh, you're a busy mom.
Yeah.
This is great news. Busy moms never get prediabetes.
Wait, what?
Let me just... Yeah, this is all the people at risk for prediabetes, and way over here, busy moms. No?
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Welcome back to Madison Park High School at the conclusion of the 2018 Girls Boston City League Basketball Championship. The Fenway Panthers take down the New Mission Titans 59-35. And as we said the entire game, Fenway basically just did whatever they wanted tonight. I mean, they had scoring inside from Miara Carter, who we'll talk to in a few minutes. Natalie David knocking down those threes early, like you mentioned. Colby Upchurch, who didn't really score a ton tonight, but it's almost like when she got here, this is her first season with Fenway, it sort of changed his team a little bit.
Well,
she kind of calmed them down at the point guard
most
spot.
Definitely. And it gives her teammates more confidence that when they're open, when they're in their spots, she'll find them, she'll get them the ball. That makes a big difference. And like you said, it's not always scoring. So it started early. Fenway, it came to a matter of, it's almost like a dash, like a 100-yard dash or a 60-yard dash. All right, you jump out to a really good start, big lead, and everyone else, they're just struggling to try to catch up. And a lot of times it never happens, and that's what happened tonight. It's just too bad. I really feel bad for the New Mission girls because they are better than this.
No question.
But again, they have the state tournament to look forward to.
Sure, you still got a couple more chances, or at least one more chance with the state tournament coming up. But tonight was Fenway's night, and it was certainly due to their center, Miara Carter, who had an outstanding ball game. She is our MVP tonight. She's with her head coach, John Rice, and our sideline reporter, Seth Orensky. Seth, take it away.
Joined by Miara Carter and John Rice. Miara, you won your first two, and then you lost last year. How big was it as a senior, you're one of three seniors on this group, to come away with the title and do it in really decisive fashion?
Honestly, it was really heartwarming and actually really fun to win this game with my team. We played our basketball. We played for each other. We wasn't selfish. It was really exciting to actually have another one on my back.
You were nearly unstoppable, close to 20 points, close to 20 rebounds in this one, and they had no answer for you. How does that feel? You played with a ton of tremendous players, but to have your game in front of the city?
It felt great. I felt like a star, really a star, because learning how to actually use my size and actually listen to what my coach was saying to post up, because nobody's stopping me. I'm unstoppable, so it was really fun.
Being one of the three seniors, how proud of you are your underclassmen? You guys got out to a 15-2 lead.
gave up the good shot for a great shot. And the communication was excellent. The chemistry, everything was, we played an A+ game today.
With a game like this, you're able to get every girl available out onto the court. You only lose 3 seniors, so not to look ahead, but a chance to maybe get some of those players valuable minutes. How exciting is it to see some of your underclassmen stepping up when you know that you're going to have to fill the void of a Shania Tarver and a Miara Carter going forward?
Well, we don't have anybody here on the roster that's going to replace those guys. You know, Shania Tarver is the first-team All-Scholastic. Miara Carter is on her way down to a major college next year, Division I, and you know, so you were losing 2 great players, and Asia Sullivan's a key player for us as well. So, I mean, you don't replace them, you know, but we'll try to do it in different ways. But they're certainly going to be missed. The 4 years, I mean, I got a lot of love in my heart for that group.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Yet another one here at the city titles, and hopefully not your last this year.
Hope not. Thank you.
Guys, take it away.
Thanks very much, Seth, and certainly a happy senior and Miara Carter and a happy head coach, John Rice. And, you know, even though this is his 18th city championship, you can still tell he sees each one differently and doesn't take each one for granted.
Oh, not at all. I mean, you can see on this from his comments, A+. I've never heard that from John.
Right.
And John's always talking about we do something a little different, a little better, but
Right.
this one was from the beginning because it started out so early that they were able to just grab control of the game on both ends, both offensively and defensively. They got the shots they wanted, and they prevented New Mission from getting any shots that they wanted. So it just a matter of time. Like Seth said, 15-2. At that point, it was decided.
Right.
I mean, because New Mission just didn't have the answer tonight. So it's game by game. They're both going to the state tournament. We'll have to wait for tomorrow to see what the actual seedings and
Right.
matchups are. But you have a bunch of New Mission Titans, right? They can't wait to play.
That's right.
Meanwhile, you have a very confident group of Panthers from Fenway.
No question. Let's take a look at the final numbers from today here in our final stats. And first up is going to be the New Mission Titans.
On New Mission, you had Green. We talked about her earlier. She's their leading scorer, 16. Ashley Surrett did end up with 11. Rebounds, you had 6 for Canoe, who tried to battle Carter but just wasn't quite big enough. Yes, Ashley Surrett also had 4 rebounds. Then for assists, Surrett with 3, and Mattia Young had 2.
And there's Fenway's final
Fenway,
stats.
as we saw, Carter, her 22 points, just about all that in the paint, as expected. Natalie David had 10 points. We talked about her 3-point shooting early in that first quarter. Carter also, 16 rebounds. Gully, 8 rebounds. Gully with 6 assists. And Tarver, just like John Rice says, all-scholastic and all-around player, she also had 6 assists.
So filling up the stat sheet were the Fenway Panthers. Certainly great effort from their center, Carter. A lot of other players on that squad. They'll be heading into the state championship with a state tournament with a city championship on their backs once again. Folks, if you want to watch this game again, you can go to our website, www.cityofboston.gov/game of the week. All the games from this season are up there. You can also follow us on social media, first on Facebook. Search for Game of the Week here in Boston. Make sure you like us there. A lot of good pictures, a lot of good videos, a lot of good updates there on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at Boston City TV. And if you want to tweet at us, use the hashtag BostonGOW. The madness will ensue next week with the state tournament, but it's been a fun city championship once again this season here at Madison Park High. I want to thank all the athletic department staff, the crew here at Madison Park, and also our television crew who always gets to games hours before the game starts to set all our equipment up and test everything. So thank you very much, guys. We'll see you next time on Game of the Week. Take care, everybody.